What's up, fam? It's Coach Cam. Today I got a special treat of me taking my friend Andrew, who's a firefighter, through my workout routine. So we started off exactly what I've been doing, which is cable chest press. I adjusted the weights accordingly to try to have him reach failure between 1 to 2 minutes. This first exercise was 60 pounds on the pulley. Had to fix it there. The cord came off the pulley there so that it would be better for him. But yeah, he did a really good job. I was surprised. He really pushed himself hard. He understood what I asked of him and took advantage of the cues that I gave him during the workout. So right here, I gave him an assisted rep here. And I'm telling him to go ahead and hold this position and resist it as it comes down and continue to fight against the weight. And then right when we finished this, we went straight to weighted push-ups. I gave him the same plate that I used, 25 pounds. And I saw immediately that that was too much, so I went over, took it off, had him continue with just body weight. So this is a superset again, just to hit the chest really hard with a low amount of training volume. Continuing to coach him to move slowly, press hard here at the end, about 5 seconds each direction, give or take. And as it gets harder, you have to push yourself harder. I mean, you have to bring more effort into the exercise. So here, as a coach, I can spot him. I can help him get that last rep and have a slow transition to the end of the exercise instead of it ending on a sticking point, right? Here I just adjusted the weights. They had slid away from the center of the bar. So fix that for him here. This is 30 pounds added to the bar. I believe the bar weighs around 22 pounds. I'm not entirely sure. But Andrew's been telling me how he wants to get into a better training routine and that he doesn't have that much time. So I said, hey, come work out with me. Let me take you through a workout and show you how you don't need that much time to get a really effective workout. So here was bicep curls to failure, easy bar preacher curls. He did really good with the form, really good with the execution, and bringing as much effort as possible. So really proud of him. I really waited here till he was unable to get the rep before I gave him a little bit of assistance. And once again, we're going to go from these curls straight into chin-ups. So he was able to have these as supersets. So the first two were superset. This one and the next exercise are supersetted. And I was able to get the equipment ready for him so that he could go straight into the exercise. Whereas for myself, I have to set up a little bit, right? Still doing good. Keeping it under control, good form. And here's where he hit a sticking point. So I gave him a couple fingers assist. Had him go down as slow as possible. And then we went into chin-ups. So once again, it's hard to gauge somebody. You're kind of guessing as to what their strength levels are and what they're going to be during a workout like this, which no one trains like this. So you're not going to know, is he good with chin-ups or not? But he was good with chin-ups. This is his second rep here. Nice and slow. And then the third rep, I gave him a little bit of assistance. Right here toward the top, I just kind of pushed him up a little bit slowly. And then from here, I told him, I'm going to let go. I want you to hold yourself up here. So he's contracting as hard as possible, and gravity pulls him back down. Then we set up for seated overhead press. A couple minutes later, started this exercise. Kind of guessed at the weight, just gave him a little less than what I usually use. And he had good form here again. And, when I was watching this exercise here, I thought to myself, looks like it might have been a little too light. But it took him a minute 20 to reach a point where he couldn't continue. So that's pretty good. I mean, the sweet spot, I believe, according to the book Body by Science, written by Dr. Doug McGuff and John Little, is around 90 seconds is a good sweet spot. So you're going to get your cardiovascular system involved. You're going to increase and stimulate increases in muscle size, strength as you progress over time. So he's keeping his form good. I'm really just watching him. I'm not even, there's nothing really to say here. You know, he's moving well and putting forth effort. So watch him here at the end, though. I think he still gets another rep, but he kind of just stops the exercise. He doesn't go for that last half rep, which, you know, it's his first time doing it, so he doesn't know all the ins and outs of this. And it was so fast I couldn't catch him. Right here, he basically just racked it, but still really, really good effort. Then he went into the body rows pretty shortly after. I would have probably had him rest another minute, but he went almost right into these and had it set up pretty good. He's a little taller than me, so this was a good angle for him. He's pulling as hard as he can. You know, when people talk about mind-muscle connection, squeeze the muscle, yeah, do all of that. Squeeze the muscle. It's all about fatiguing the muscle. So if you can squeeze the muscle really hard, move slower, use less weight, then you're getting the same stimulus as if you use heavier weight and move a little quicker. But this is safer, right? This is for better longevity and less momentum, so that you can spare your joints and connective tissue. So here I assisted him just to get up a little bit higher, told him to hold this, and he pretty much falls out here. So overall, he had a really good workout. He pushed himself very hard, he followed directions, and he was able to have a very intense workout in a very short amount of time. He actually laid on the floor there for the last 5 seconds after the exercises were over, and he was amazed at how good of a workout he could get with so little volume and so little work performed. So hopefully you guys can take something away from this. That's important to train as hard as you can, and even if you think that you need to train more often, that's okay. You don't have to train as often, but as long as you're pushing yourself hard, you can stimulate adaptations to your body and train far less frequently than most people. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.